Hello, good morning. This is Christine. Welcome back to my page, Harmony Lives in Me. And I'm going to share my meditation with y'all today, like I do always, usually once a week. Sometimes during the week, I will play back a throwback. But this one is going to be called Fear versus Self-Trust. How many of us know that fear is inevitable? It's normal to have some fear, but it is, can become a problem when we become stagnant or we develop paralysis and we just sit there and don't do anything. And of course, most of the time we are fear of the unknown. And when we're going into business and entrepreneurship, we are fear of failure. Sometimes people are fear of success. So I found this to be a very inspiring meditation, and I wanted to share it with y'all. So please listen. And it has helped me to go forward and help me to get rid of some of the fear. But like I share with a lot of y'all, I tell y'all that when I was a young woman, my dad, which was my hero, he told me one day, he said, whatever fear that comes before you, just face it. And I believed everything my dad told me. And I started doing those things. And before I went to nursing school, and he knew I guess he realized I was going to be confronting a lot of obstacles and challenges. And it helped me to get through a lot of my fears through nursing school. I just faced it. And once you face one fear, it's really not that bad most of the time. And confronted it. It just gave me more confidence and more courage. So I'm going to go on into my meditation. It's called Fear versus Self-Trust. Okay, I experience and express the power of trust because I am ready and willing to walk through fear. When it comes to moving forward, demonstrating your power, it is the same experience for everyone. So realize that you're not the only one. People all around you, some people may hide it better than others, but yeah, they're going through the same thing. When life calls upon you to step up your pace, to move into a higher level of being, to put your great potential to use, it will bring up every aspect of fear that is hidden in your consciousness. So sometimes these fears don't even bother you or challenge you until you are deciding to go forward into something that you have a desire to build, like a business or go back to school or raising children, getting married. Sometimes, all those things never come before you until you are faced with those challenges. So it go on to say, when this happens, unless you are willing to acknowledge and confront the fear head on, you will not be able to move. More important, if you do not trust that you will be able to walk through the fear, you will choose not to move. And that's when paralysis set in, y'all. We get so fearful of the unknown, of failing or not being successful, that we just sit there. But I want to tell you, I took what my dad told me and I confronted that fear. And I'm so glad I did, because I probably would have never went on into nursing school and went on into developing my advanced education in my whole entire career. So it go on to say, we all have little fears we have not addressed. In fact, we may have some we don't know exist. These unknown fears can and do lie dormant until you are called upon by life to confront and overcome them. That is when the degree of trust you have in yourself will be tested. So like I said, the fears are always, well, a lot of times the fears are not noticed or acknowledged until you decide to go forward into whatever you desire to do in your life. And that's what it just said. That is when the degree of trust you have in yourself will be tested. It doesn't matter how much potential you have or how many divine opportunities are laid before you. fear can zap your energy, your stamina, and ability to move. The fear of failure, rejection, and success will rage in your brain the moment your potential is called upon. So it's lying there, but until your potential or what you desire to establish or build in your life, it won't rage or it won't show itself until you decide to go forward in your life. The fear of failure, rejection, and success will rage in your brain the moment your potential is called upon. That you can survive mistakes that might make you look stupid. That's one of the fears. You feel being looked at and feel stupid. How you respond to fear when it rises will determine how much you can trust yourself. The catch is, unless you trust yourself, you will not be able to confront the fear. So it all depends on, all boils down to self-confidence and self-trust. I think the more confidence you have in yourself, the more you will be able to face these fears. But sometimes confidence is built on experience and how many times you've done something. So when you're going into something brand new, this motivation will help you understand that until you confront that fear, you will be stagnant or you won't move. So in moments like this, you must trust that you can feel bad and recover, that you can survive mistakes that might make you look stupid. How you respond to fear when it rises will determine how much you can trust yourself. The catch is, unless you trust yourself, you will not be able to confront the fear. Until today, you may not have recognized that there are unacknowledged fears lying dormant in your consciousness. And I say your subconscious too, because fears, the consciousness are the fears that you face at the present moment, but there are a lot of fears that we face also that lays dormant in our subconscious from our past, from our experiences, all those things. Everything that happens to us or we experience, y'all, if it's not present, is in your subconscious. So when you decide to go into this new role or business or school or whatever, those subconscious fears that are lying dormant comes back up also. So as a result, until today, you may not have recognized that there were unacknowledged fears lying dormant in your consciousness and also, like I said, your subconsciousness. As a result, you may have given yourself many wonderful and plausible reasons for not living up to your potential and taking full advantage of the many opportunities you have. Just for today, consider the fear versus self-trust theory. It doesn't really matter if you know what you are afraid of. What matters is trusting yourself enough to confront it and walk through it and survive. And you will survive, people. Like I said, once my dad told me just to confront every fear that comes before me, and I realized it wasn't that hard, and I survived. And I was so glad I did it because it made me move just a little bit further forward in my career, in the things that I wanted to do, the things that I desire. So today I want you to tell yourself, I am devoted to trusting myself enough to walk through known and unknown fear. Now that's the catch, the unknown fear, because, well, the present fear also, but the unknown fear is even more challenging. So I thank y'all for coming to my page, Harmony Lives in Me. Y'all can check me out on Amazon.com. I write to inspire, motivate, encourage women as well as men. And when you read my books, you will be inspired. Thank you. Have a blessed day.